You can now start, Miss Iyas.
So, good morning, everyone. So, we are the second reporter, and our topic for today is about information gathering interviews with experts in one's discipline. So, with this topic, we are going to dig deeper about what is interview, the types of interviews, the goals of the interview, interviewing guidelines, do's and don'ts of the interviews, documenting the interview, need for documentation, functions of documentation, do's and don'ts of documentation, and validating the information gathered. So, we have here my group members, Belianoza, Dadul, Daniel Eyas, Fuentes, Ibale, Hamandron, and Piloto. So I will now pass the virtual floor to the first reporter, which is Jasa Dadul.
Okay, thank you, Iyas. So, before I start my discussion, so can I ask someone, can I ask Sherlyn to answer this question? So, what is interview in your own idea or in your own understanding?
So when we say interview, no, so it's like a question and answer session, no, where one person asks and the other person answers those questions, no. So naka-experience naman ta ana like kaning interview sa kuan si Tio, dira si Tio or sa mga work nga na. Nam na interview dili na mawala. Oh, ito.
Okay, thank you, Sherlyn. So, I know na naman jud tay mga understanding kung unsa ning interview sa. So now let's start and ari na to mahibaw-an unsay mga sulod ani sa interview. So please next. Okay, thank you. So when we say interview, so an interview is a conversational between two or more people, the interviewer and the interviewee, where questions are asked by the interviewer to obtain information from the interviewee. So when we say interviewer, so is the person asking question, no, typically seeking specific information, while the interviewee, so is the person responding to the question, providing information or insight. So the purpose of this is the interviews are conducted to gather information, assess qualifications like sa job interviews, like we enter this school, so naman na interview, and also to explore opinions and experiences. So overall, the interview is the adaptable tool, no, for communication and to know the background of that person. So please next. Okay, thank you. So we will know the types of interview na. So first is general. So this is a one-on-one interview involving a reporters and an individual involved in a specific or event or issue. So one-on-one is the format involves only two participants. So mao ni siya ang reporter and mao ni siya ang interviewee. So which allow for a focus and personal exchange. So also, the reporter is the journalist conducting the interview, seeking to gather informations, perspectives, and insight sa story sa iyang interview. So next is talk show. Hello guys, am I audible? Please. Madungog ra ko guys. Basta hindi na sa madungog. Basic. So the second is talk show. So many local televisions or cable stations have interview show where people in news, no, are interviewed. So kabantay mo anang kuan kanang unsa gito kato si si katong katong vlogger nga katong ay di siya vlogger kanang mo talk show siya ba kalimut ko sa pangan basta mo na siya kanang they are a reference as of interviews that kana usually focus sa personality of that person or command so rather on hard news so kasabot man taning talk show sa like kanang kanang ang host ba who interviews kanang mga guests is a conversational manners. So the third is ambush. So this is the one so this is on the run. So kanang unexpected interview gali niya kanang usually related siya sa kanang mga major issues or controversial events. So when we say on the run, so it is the interview takes place in public settings like parehan ng sa gawa sa building or sa during sa event. So making it voluntary. So the fourth one is remote. So it involves the interviewee in one location such as on the shipper kanang dunggoanan sa barko ba or sa kanang balita like after sa kanang sunog na naman ay mag-interview no inana so and the interviewer is in the studio so they asking questions so the interviewee has a earplug to hear the questions the main drawback is kanang to this interview is the distraction and confusion the audio feedback makes in the earplug. So next is the last is edited. So as you already know, any interviews where it is to be print, radio or television. So maybe edited if it is done live. So the problem with the edited interviews is that an answer may be edited na siya out of context. So one answers to these problems is to have command um, personnel only appear on live radio or television shows. So however, even a live interview so can be stage managed by the host. So the best advice of anang about this interview is that you know the person or dealing with. So so please next. Okay, thank you. So now let's move the interviewing components. So first, also the interview process itself consists of a number of parts. So first is selection of the interview and scheduling time for the interview. So this first is the step in the interview process. So as it directly influences the quality of relevance of the information gathered. So effective scheduling requires clear communication about sa interview purpose no so sa kanang sa purpose sa mga topic and sa kanang expected duration so being mindful of the time zone is also important when scheduling so particularly so um if the interview is located in a different region. So the second one is preparation of interviews question or script. So effective preparation of interview questions is be focused sa open-ended questions nga that encourage detailed responses like um, mag-ask nga what challenges did you face right now. So this approach fosters a more engaging no. So organize the questions in a logical flow. So mag-start dyan na sa general questions to build empathy. And also be mindful of the interview's time control to ensure a balanced discussion. So the third is the interview itself. So start with the brief introduction, no, to set the tone and clarify the interview's purpose. So during the interview, so it should actively listen to interviewee responses. So using follow-up questions to search deeper into interesting points. So also, it should be maintain eye contact and use nonverbal word to show engagement. So the fourth one is documentation of the facts and information gathered during the interview. Um, This process typically involves taking detailed notes or with permission to recording the interviews. So proper documentation not only support in creating exact reports or articles but also serve as a valuable record for the future reference. So the last, uh, so the fifth is review of the interview write up with the interviewee. So it's allowed the interviewee to confirm the accuracy of the information presented and clarify any misunderstandings or mis interpretation. So the last is um sini? Corrections of the write up, sign off and filling. So this includes making necessary edits based sa interviewee feedback and ensuring that all key points are sakto sa pag-present gali siya. Okay, that's all of my part. Thank you.
Please go next, R. Am I audible, everyone? Thank you. So now I will be discussing the goals of interview. So each level of interview gather information on the function, gather information on process or activities, uncover problems, conduct a need determination, verification of previously gathered facts, gather opinions or viewpoints, provide information, and last is obtain leads for further interviews. So the first one is gather information on the company. So from the word in company information, um, dili kay kanang i-understand na to ang kanang ang company's culture, history, kanang mission, values o ang ilahang kanang operational dynamics so that kanang ma-determine nato if kanang na-align ba ni sa kanang sa company sa tawagin sa company nga padulngan ba o kanang sa ilahang how they kanang operate. Next is gather information on the function. So kani kay it is about learning kanang specific role that you are applying. So mangutana jud ka nga kanang kani siya unsa din ni siya about kani nga posisyon kanang makuan ba ni siya sa ako ang kanang skills o kanang o if kanang makuan na nimo nga function kay maka-contribute ka sa overall success sa kanang company dili kay kanang hiring siya ani nga kuan mulahos ka og applyan na niya wala ka kay baw unsay kanang kuan so mawala ang function ana nga kanang
sa ni function ana nga position or kanang sa info nga imong gi-gain. Next is gather information on processes or activities. So diri kay i-identify nimo ang certain task, projects or kanang initiatives sa kana nga interview o kanang imuha siyang um ikuan gani nga kani nga activity kay na involve ana nga case or kanang interview. So kanang para makasabot ka nga kadi nga task kay na carry out or kanang nakuha nimo ang kanang mga need nga ipang-improve sa kanang scenario or event. So next is uncover problems. So kaning goal ani niya kay to detect issues no kanang mga challenges kanang inefficiencies sa kanang society, sa company, sa school or sa unsa pa man na, and also kanang by kanang uncovering problems no kay kanang ma-identify nimo ang kanang areas nga need og attention og kanang improvement niya. Imuha siyang makanan og action so that kana nga problem kay maayos ba kanang mga kuan nga okay kani nga problema kay for example sa community nato ang kanang daghan na jud kayo kanang mga unsa tawag ni nang squatter area kanang magsikit-sikit og tagbay no sikit-sikit og balay so kanang mangita ang kuanan na ug unsaon na nila if magpa-housing ba sila mapatukod ba ang government og housing ni i-relocate ang katong na ato nga area para makuan siya nga dili siya mag cause og kanang mga sunog o ginana. So next is conduct a determination. So diri kay nag-assess na siya og mga specific needs o requirements para sa kana nga issue or kuan kanang viewpoint, and also it also kanang helps no planning future needs o kanang ensuring kanang solutions to that kanang event or situation. Next is verification of previously gathered facts. So kani kay di ba na naman kay mga facts nga imuhang na collect from the past interview. So kato kay imuha sa jud siyang kuan nga if kana kay nahitabo pa ba gihapon ni siya aron ani nga kanang period or kanang time, present time. So and also kanang if kanang kuan kay naugtay nimo nga information sa previous nimo interviews kay kuan na siya nga if real ma-ensure nimo nga ang kana nga data kay reliable ba siya og accurate sa kuan nga data for that specific interview nga imong gi-conduct. Next is gathering opinions or viewpoints. So by interviewing man no kay makakuan man jud tag mga opinions o kanang mga viewpoints sa lain tao. So kani kay ang interviews usa sad ni siya sa kakuan nga maka-collect og kanang insights, mga perspective, opinions sa lahi-lahing tao. For example sa karon nga situation nga kanang sa katong COVID if for example nag-interview sila on say kanang mga need nga product or kanang mga necessities. So ilahan tong gipang nag-interview sila og mga lain-laing tao para makakuan sila og kanang makuha nila ang demand og kanang ma-prepare gani nila para mabaligya makapalit ang mga tao ato nga kuan kay nabiya uban nato nga kanang patak bisag walay sa tawag ani walay gamit ba kay mopalit gihapon inana. And also kanino best understanding different viewpoints sa kay makakuan siya to be makakuan nga mga informed ka ng decision kanang sakto nga decision dili kay pataka nga decision. Next is provide information. So, ari kay mag-share siya og relevant informations about um, the interviewee, uh, and also kanang mga experiences niya, iyang mga skills niya, o para maka sa company policies o sa uban unsa pa na nga mga kuan sa ilahang kuan, para may makuan nga ang kanang interviewee kay naa nakuha niya tanang informations ba, o dili kay kanang pataka ra siya og butang bisag wala pa niya na interview ang kanang akon kay hanang gibutangan gani og unsay tawag to, gibutangan na niya lahi nga information ba nimo to pag kuan niya sa katong kanang sa iyang head niya, ang iyang for example ang iyang head sa kanang kuan kay ipangutan na ang katong iyang interview niya sayo pihang kuan. So you need to provide right information mo nang need yun na siya mangutana sa kanang information sa gi-interview sa kanang iyang mga experience sa if ever na kanang sa company ni nga kanang interview sa iyang mga projects nga iyang na experience. Next is obtain leads for further interviewees. So diri na involved na ni diri ang identifying mga potential interviewees or kanang mga source sa information with the other members of the department no, para makakuha sila o ma-expand nila ang ilang network ba for gathering informations. So this kaning each goals no kay kanang it can help us or the interviewee to be more informed of the decisions about whether the opportunity is kanang sakto ba or kana nga decision kay sakto, o also if kana nga if that interviewer kay kanang thorough ba siya sa pag sa gani pag pan sa interview, o if ang kanang interest sa kana nga interview process. And that's all for my part. I will give the virtual floor to Aya.
So, good morning once again, everyone. Am I audible? Please react, thumbs up. So, moving on with the interviewing guidelines. So, this is essential in terms of interviewing since interviewing composes of the personal exchange of information between two personalities. So, dapat kanang i-follow nga guidelines ang interviewers para to perform such interviews successfully and kanang professionally. So, first one is we have here the establish the tone of the interview. So, tone is a must no. So, the tone guides the way the interviewer will approach the conversation. So, this helps establish the level of formality. So, the types of question to ask and how deeply to probe the subject matter. So, for instance, kanang ang formal nga tone kay mag-encourage siya precise o structured nga responses. So, kanang by using formal tone, kanang ang way sad sa pag-answer o sa pag-provide the question kay kanang sabotable ra, like kanang clear and precise lang. So, while a casual tone could invite more open and personal discussion since it is casual man. So, the next one is let the interviewee know the reason for the interview. So, by letting the interviewee know the reason for the interview and why they were selected is key to establishing a respectful, transparent, and focused dialogue. So, makahelp mo siya to build a trust na kanang ma-clarify ang expectations sa interviewee as well as sa interviewer, and it also enhances the engagement between the two, and it also promotes a positive and productive exchange. So it creates a foundation where both parties understand the purpose of the conversation, leading to a more meaningful and effective interview experience. So by explaining the reason for the interview, you give the interviewee the chance to prepare. Kanang for example, kanang if kanang mo-email ka before sa interview niya, like week before. So by that, with that, maka-prepare siya sa mga possible, like maka-search siya online sa mga possible questions kay bato niya, and also maka-prepare siya on what to wear kay part man sad na pag pag-interview ang pag-present, the way ka mo present sa imong self. So this results in a more productive conversation where both the interviewer and the interviewee can maximize the time together. So the third one is we have here the stress that the interviewee's knowledge and opinions are important and will aid in the analysis process. So stressing the importance of the interview's knowledge and opinions not only enhances their engagement but also communicates respect for their expertise. So it will help them to see that ang mga input nila in terms of kanang pag-answer sa questions nga gi-provide will directly influence sa pag pag-analyze, and it will also add value sa outcome sa interview nga nahitabo. And this will also give them a sense of ownership and purpose in the conversation. Kanang ma-feel nila nga na-validate ang ilang answer. So, when interviewees understand that their contributions are essential, they are more likely to invest time and effort in providing thoughtful, detailed, and impactful responses. So the fourth one is we have here the gain the interviewee's trust and cooperation early on and maintain it throughout. So I have a question for you guys. So why is it important to gain the interviewee's trust and cooperation? Please raise your hand. Opinion lang. Yes, Chara.
I guess it is important to have a usa ganito. I trust, gaining trust no kay for example if kana nga kuan is very private jud kaayo nga information sa katong gi-interview niya, so it is important jud to be kaning confidential gani when it comes to kaning information sa imong gi-interview kay katang.
Yes, that's right, Chara. That's essential jud no to kuan if confidential ang info dili lang jud usa i-disclose. So can I have Andrea? What's your take man sa kana nga guideline?
Yes, same ra gyapon kan Chara no, like kanang if ever example kana like nag-interview ka og artista, so dapat mag-gain gyud ang kanang artista sa imong trust kay ba man ka sa imong interview kay kanang kasaligan ba ka or dili kay labi na og kanang confidential kay imong i-ask nga what if imuhang ikuan na di siya ganahan na i-share sa lain ba, like nga na ba, like malat
Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Andrea and Chara. So can I have Anna?
For me, sa- for me, it is important to gain the interview's trust and cooperation kay once manggod ang katong interview nimo kay kuan na-gain na nimo iyahang kaniyang iyahang trust kay kaniang naa may kuan gud nga tanang mga information nga kuan kay hatag niya nimo kay na may uban kundi siya comfortable kay may uban nga ilang buhat-buhatan og tabi, so if makuha nimo ilahang trust kay na ay cooperation between the two in which kaniang makakuan mo inyong effective makakuha mo og effective communication, and also mao lang to.
Yes, thank you for your cooperation, everyone. So, all your answer is true, no? Kay if confidential jud ang info, kay kanang di jud siya pwede i-disclose. So, trust is a must when interviewing jud. So, as well as sa katong example ni Andrea, nga kanang between the artist and the interviewer. So, if kanang nga info uncomfortable ang artist mo share or bisag gi-share sa artist nimo, if wala ka nag-aas og permission nga i-disclose na sa public, then wala kay rights nga i-disclose na sa public. So gaining and maintaining the interviewee's trust and cooperation requires transparency, respect, and active engagement. So by clearly explaining the purpose of the interview, showing appreciation for their insights, and ensuring a comfortable and open environment, you create a foundation of mutual respect. So this approach not only fosters trust, but also it builds a stronger connection and communication between the interviewee and the interviewer, and it also leads to more authentic, valuable contributions from the interviewee throughout the conversation. So the fifth one is we have here the establish what will happen to the information gathered. So why is it a must to establish what will happen to the information nga imong na-gather sa gi-interview nimo? Anyone? So can I have Ate Kat no nato?
Okay, establish what will happen to the information gathered. So in a interview, it is important that ang mga information nga disclose kay i-keep na privately. It's because kanang it's between sa interview, it's between sa relationship between the interviewee and the interviewer, because kanang if it kay in interview man good kay you're talking or you're talking with the personal information sa interviewers, so interviewees, so ang information sa imo mag-gather dito dapat dili siya i-disclose. It's because kanang too personal, and also kanang namang ko usahay kanang dili ra bitaw more on experiences, more on educational attainment ang i-interview sa interviewer, kanang namagay sometimes kanang too personal, like kanang itong nang-apply ko work kanang mutana man gina sila o kanang single ba ka, married, or nana kay namagay instances nga kanang conflict bitaw sa imong work, like kanang if single ka kanang mutana sila kanang single na bay anak or wala, kay sometimes manggod kanang conflict manggod imong work between personal life sa imong personal life sa work. It's because if naana kay anak kanang mag-absent niya ka, so it is important jud nga dili i-disclose ang some information say it might be kanang kuan manggod kanang maka-cause siya og conflict, like kanang dili niya pwede sa, so ang interviewee mo tanang siya nga kanang naana ba kay anak, kay namang some kanang companies good na dili jud sila mag-allow nga empleyado nga nanay anak, especially anang single parent, kay feel man gud nila kay maka-conflict unya sa work gani kanang maabot nga ang panahon nga kanang magsige siya absent, like nana kay magsakit ang anak. So dapat kanang establish jud ang kanang information kay mo gather nga as an HR, no, as an HR kanang it is up to you jud kanang i-disclose ba nimo ang information kung kana mag-hire ka ng tawhana. So mean to say kanang kuan jud what information nga iyang gihatag or details sa iyahang resume bakaron is kanang dili nimo siya nga i-disclose, although kanang policy man na siya, policy sa company ba nga imong follow nga nani kung hire ba kag tawo nga nani kanang nanay anak daan, or it's up to you na jud, no, kung tabunan ba nimo siya para kay di pa bialalim mga apply og work jud. So that's it. Thank you.
Wow, thank you for that wonderful answer, Ate Kat. So, ang yun na share jud siya experiences, though makarelate sa dani ang sa BPO company, ang mga call center agent, kay usually ang mga go-work to travel kay students, pero ang uban na kay like kuan lang gipa as if lang nila nga wala sila ga klase. Wala sila ga eskwela, bisag ga eskwela pa sila kay para lang makasud sila sa kanang company. So, the importance of establishing what will happen to the information gathered is kanang it is a key element in building a trust with the interviewee. So as what Ate Kat have mentioned earlier, kay katong sa information nimo sa resume, so kanang Like for example sa address, di yun na siya dapat i-disclose like sa laing tao. So between na gina sa interviewer, interviewee o sa higher ups kay kanang namgoy instances nung maka-timing jud kag kanang kauban nga like grabe ka si tawag ganing kanang creepy bitaw nga like basin if kanang ma-trace nilang imong address kanang if ever lang kanang na obsessed sila nimo kasi kanang padadan kag mga butang sa imong place or like adtuon lang ka ba without your knowledge. So it is important to know unsay may tabo sa mga information nimo nga nag-gather sa interviewer as well as may bawaan sa sa interviewee. So, clear communication ensures that they feel confident in sharing their thoughts. Privacy, knowing their contributions will be handled with respect and transparency, and it allows them to make informed decisions about sa ilang itubag or sa ilang participation. So, the sixth one is we have here the determine any areas of confidentiality or restricted information. So by determining areas of confidentiality or restricted information during an interview, it is critical for ensuring both legal and ethical standards are met. So naaman din sa mga rules ay kanang like or rules as a company no na kanang if ang kanang nga info restricted for you lang jud na like dili na sila mo apil-apil ana. So kanang this step is important especially when dealing with sensitive data, personal stories, proprietary information, or any content that could potentially harm the interviewee, their organization, or others if disclosed improperly. So like base nasa instances no nga kanang adjud ba tay man-encounter interviewer nga kanang ba lang bitaw like without thinking sa ilang ipagawas nga question. So this might trigger ba the traumas and the personal experiences sa laing tao. So dapat una-una jud nimo tarong ang imong ipangutana kung kuan ba jud ni siya kanang okay ra ba ni siya like dili ba siya harmful sa usa ka tawo like comfortable ra ba siya ani nga question. Like think deeply lang jud sa question nga imong ipangutana. So, if hour mo sa 10 seconds rule mo, dyan na. Kanang hinauna dyan yung maayo, 10 seconds kung makabenefit ba ni ang imong ipangutana or dili. So, the seventh one is we have the let the interviewee know that candor and honesty will be valued and that nothing will be published or passed on until it has been reviewed and verified by the interviewee. So by clearly communicating that honesty and candor are encouraged and valued, and that nothing will be shared or published without until further notice sa interviewee, like wala pa sa iyang approval, then you create an environment of trust and respect. This ensures that the interviewee feels confident in being open sa interviewer lang, kay since sila man daw ang atubang. So knowing that they have full control over how their information is used and represented, nga kanang dili lang i-disclose sa interviewer kay wala pa man siya approval sa interviewee. So sa kanang nga butang maka-create siya trust and respect sa usab-usa and also sa environment. So the last one is firmly establish that there are no negative consequences to being interviewed. So establishing that there are no negative consequences to being interviewed is a crucial step in making the interviewee feel comfortable, secure, and confident in sharing their thoughts openly. So it is important to address any concerns they may have about the impact of their participation. So like if comfortable ka mag-ask a question kung like kanang okay ra ba ang imong answer like especially kanang mapagdaan man jud ka na interview naman na siya another stepping stone man na for you to pass in a certain business or company or unsa pa na dira. So it is a must jud no to ask questions and to clarify anything nga need nimo i-clarify. So it is important to address any concerns that they may have about the impact of their participation, especially if the subject matter is sensitive or if the interviewee is worried about potential repercussions. So that's all for interviewing guidelines. And now, let's have the do's and don'ts of the interviews. So can I have Stephanie Fantes?
So good morning everyone. These are the do's and don'ts of the interview. Nadungog naman ninyo ang katong mga goals, what is interview, the guidelines in interviewing. Alin na punta sa do's and don'ts of the interview. So these are the things that you should and you should not do when interviewing. So the point of view there is you are an interviewer. Okay? So I know that most of us nakatry na nga gi-interview. No, so but sa point of view nato is we are the interviewers here. So uh so the first one is do ask question which start with who, what, where, when, why, and how, and where possible. So so let's have a general example lang. So this applies all the kanang bitang mga interview nga atong kanang adtuon. This all applies but I will give a specific or general example lang sa siguro no when conducting an ESL interview lang para dali siya masabtan niya mas kanang straightforward siya. So number one is you ask question that starts with who, what, where, when, why, and how, where possible. So in conducting an ESL interview, of course, kung mga apply taog ka ng mga kung apply taog work, mao man jud na ang pangutan nga kanang why should we hire you or what made you think to apply this job or how did you know that we are hiring or kanang what made you decide to learn English so mo na ang mga possible questions sa interviewer and ang interviewee motubag siya nga, I wanted to improve my career opportunities and connect with more people. So yung ana lang mag-focus ta sa usa ka specific or general example which is mo ni ang ESL when conducting an ESL interview. So mo to. So the second one is do ask both ended and closed ended questions. So an open-ended question, this is encourages us to elaborate, no? Maka-elaborate ta sa ato ang answer. So, example of the open-ended question is like, how do you usually practice speaking English? No, so mas motabi ug maayo ang interviewer dire kay mo express man siya mo elaborate man siya sa iyang answer. Mo na ang open-ended question. So when we say closed-ended question pod is these answers yes or no, true or false, or there is a multiple choice. So like for example, do you prefer studying English online or in person? So naa siya kanang multiple choice, na kay choices or pwede ka motubag aning close-ended question by answering yes or no or true or false. The third one is do verify understanding through probing and confirming questions. So of course you have to verify and confirm the questions. Like for example, as interviewer, mo ana ka nga, you mentioned practicing English daily. So can you elaborate on the activities you do during practice? So mo answer si interviewee nga, if naa kay nalibgan sa ihang kanang iyang tubag, you have to follow-up question to confirm. This is also to avoid a miscommunication and to ensure the clarity. So yung ana, so like for example, mana ka nga, so you use language app for 30 minutes every evening, correct? So you have to confirm good sa interviewee para maka-avoid mo og miscommunication. The fourth one is do avoid confrontation. So maintain a respectful tone even if you disagree or the interviewee make errors. So if ang interviewee struggles to express something, of course, as an interviewer, avoid saying that's wrong. Instead, you must respond like I think I understand your point. So could you please explain a bit more? So nakasuway naman tatanan no nga gi-interview so dili jud lalim nga like for example if bisag praktisado na kay na imuhang tubag diha but if abot na sa situation nga interview na kay school ba jud kay siya tanan so you have to as interviewer you have to like ease their tension in a way nga kanang mutubag ka nga I think I understand your point. So could you please explain a bit more? So yung ana lang, pampakalma sa interviewing. So the fifth one is do act in a friendly but professional manner. So always have a balance of warmth and professionalism creates a comfort environment. So always starts with a smile and a friendly greeting. So like for example, Monica, good afternoon. Thank you for joining the interview today. How are you? So mga na jud ka bisag na kulbaan na nang imong interview with diha. Di man jud na makalikay nga makulbaan jud ka. But as an interviewer, dapat makasabot ka nga kanang dili jud lalim nga i-interview bisag nag-practice pa kada sa imong mga tubag, makulbaan jud na siya. So you have to smile and to start a friendly greeting, like simple as that nga mo greet ka nga, "Good afternoon, thank you for joining for today. How are you?" So yung ana. The sixth one is do listen actively. So show attentiveness through nodding, maintaining eye contact, and responding appropriately. So if mo na si interviewing nga, I feel nervous speaking English in public. So as an interviewer, you must understand no or mo na ka nga, yes, I understand how that can be a challenging, but have you tried joining conversation clubs? So yung ana, you have to affirm them no nga sabton sa di mo nga kanang sa yung ana gid nga mga situation is dili gid perfect no, like for example di ka mag-expect nga perfect jud na siya nga pakpak siya English no. You have to understand nga kanang mag-stutter gid na siya kay dili gid na lalim nga makulbaan gid kung naa sa ka na nga field nga i-interview ka. The seventh one is do take notes but do not be obtrusive about it. So, write key principles like nervous in public speaking while maintaining the eye contact. So, you must have to maintain the eye contact, Jude, always. The eighth one is do let the interviewee do most of the talking. So, as interviewer, ikaw, you are there, you are tasked to um, ask question and to interview them. So, dili ka diha kay dili kay ikaw man ang interviewer, you must encourage them to express themselves as much as they want. No, kung they do most of the talking jud sa interview eh. So you are there to kanang record kung unsay mong na-interview about them. So dili ka ang focus diri kay si interviewer man dili man ikaw mo lang ni siya imong buhaton. These are the things that you are going to do lang as an interviewer. The ninth one is do establish a rapport early and maintain it. So begin with a small talk to ease the tension. Like what I've said earlier, you have to greet simple greetings lang no para at least maka-ease sa ilang tension sa kakulba. No, so like for example, mo na ka as an interviewer. Okay, so before we start, I noticed na you enjoyed traveling. So where was your favorite destination? So nga na nga mga question nga makapawala sa ilahang tension o makapawala sa ilang kulba. And number 10 is do maintain control over the subject matter and keep the conversation on track with polite redirection. So if example mo na si interviewing nga, I once traveled to Spain but it was amazing. Na bisag ang kanang tubag ni interview is layo sa imuhang pag-interview, you must still affirm that nga mo na ka, yes, that's interesting, but let's come back to how travel has influenced your English learning. Na bisag kanang wala na siya kanang dili na siya main focus sa interview ba, but you have to affirm them no nga mo man ang ilang way of expressing themselves, and you have to still connect to the main subject matter. And the 11th one is do establish a time frame for the interview and stick to it. So respect the agreed upon duration and to ensure the productivity. So, for example, mana ka nga, before you start the interview, mana ka nga, we'll have a 30 minutes for this interview and I'll ensure that we cover all the important points within that time. And the 12th one is do conclude positively. So, end with a gratitude and encouragement. No, so mana ka nga, thank you for sharing your experiences today. You've made a great progress in your English journey. Mo-affirm jud ka mo hatag gid ka og end it with gratitude and encouragement. 13th one is do allow for follow-up or clarification interviews later on. So for example, maana kang if you need to clarify any details, would you be open to a short follow-up call? Like sa ato mga interview sa ESL or whatsoever nga atong sudlan nga ma-apply ta og job, di ba mo na sa okay, ma-follow up call lang minimum ma'am if okay na, di ba naman yan, or email lang i-email lang ta mo ma'am if passer na mo sa interview. And lastly is be polite and courteous. So you always use phrases like thank you for explaining that, and I appreciate your effort because um personal experience when I apply also an ESL job, it was not easy, you know, bisag I know nga kanang gi-practice na lang ako kung tubag, gi-practice na lang ako tanan lami na kay practice but ikaabot jud sa kanang sa field nimo kay mag-stop there jud ka di gyud na mawa nga makulbaan jud ka nga bisag kanang nag-practice na kanindot na kay kag-practice sa imong haday pero pag abot nag-interview kay wan nawagtang na tanan it's because nakulbaan ka tension so as an interviewer good dako po na siya impact sa interviewing nga you begin with simply nga mo greet ka mo smile kanila para mais gamay ang ilahang tension ba so mao na siya ang do so arita sa don'ts so number one is do not assume anything so instead of assuming that they study English formally, ask that where did you first start learning English? So, abi kay ni-apply siya ESL, it doesn't mean nga fluent na jud kay na siya English. No, na uban nga ni-apply og ESL nga kanang they are just kanang kuan ba kanang bitang ganahan lang or kanang ganahan sila musud or for experience ba dili mo kita na ni ESL teachers kay kuan jud og English but dira po na nila na improve no in the process dira po na nila na improve so don't assume anything but ask them to where did you start learning English in that way the second one is do not form prejudgment okay so avoid assuming someone from a non-English speaking country that has no exposure to English or like um for example, kana bitong mutan-aw sa background, di ba? Before man ta mag-interview is mutan-aw man na sila sa atong background or sa atong resume, no? So, naiuban ana jud nga like kanang wala ka human og eskwela, wala ka man og college, wala ka human or senior high bar wala ka human, naa jud na judge naiuban siguro nga mo judge na sa ilang background but mao na siya ang kanang dili nimo buhaton as an interviewer kay it's your task no nga you have to focus on the present you don't need to see their background regardless of their background like for example ay wa man ni siya kahuman di ni siya kabaw mo tubag sa akong mga pangutana as an interviewer no dili ni siya kabaw mo English siguro feel nako kay wa man ni siya kahuman og eskwela so inana disregard their background but focus on the present nga kanang ana nga present moment nga imo siyang i-interview. And the third one is do not interrupt. So let the interviewer finish their thoughts. So if na ganahan sila ma-express og maayo silang kagalingan, they want to elaborate more, help them to kuan kanang guide them ba kung unsa ilang gusto buot ipasabot by nodding, by simply nodding, maintaining eye contact, and always don't interrupt kay they do most of the talking man ikaw lang diha as interviewer is just to gather information from them no so mo na ang buhaton and the lastly is do not go off on tangents so keep focus on the purpose of the interview so if in the interviewer shares an unrelated story gani so gently steer back like mo affirm jud ka that's a great story but i ikuan gyapon nimo siya sa kanang subject matter i-line gyapon nimo siya so can you tell me more about your English lessons so yung ana lang bisag unrelated na kayo ang gitubag sa interview but still you as an interviewer it's your task nga i-connect to ang iyang unrelated story sa purpose anang giinyuhang gi-interview karon so those are the do's and don'ts of the interview so these principles applied thoughtfully lead to an effective interview that is respectful, focused, and productive. So this applies all the kuan ha kanang mga work but ni generalize lang ko kanang specific job which is the ESL. So I think that's all for my part. So I think it's also time na po. Thank you everyone.
So that's I think we will just stop here, guys, since it's already time. So that's all for the topic for our topic. So kanang ang continuation kay next meeting na lang everyone. Thank you for your participation and cooperation everyone. God bless.